Okay, Daddy. Okay, I would like to ask some feedback from you. Okay, how you find nanny's handling of baby?
I personally feel that it was actually very professional so far. It actually exceeded our expectations as in, because I was very skeptical right from the beginning before we actually engaged this service. I think over the course of these few weeks, it has really opened our eyes as to how difficult it is to get it going and the whole process itself. But she was able to help us along in the past few weeks. And I think that her experience and past knowledge of how to manage babies was a plus point for us. It was able to help us along, and in fact, without her, I believe we would not have been able to cope these few weeks actually.
Okay, how you find nanny's hygiene?
Impeccable, I would say, much better than my expectations. I would think that I originally felt that maybe because coming from a different country, it would have been quite back late. But apparently, it's that past few weeks it's been very good. In fact, much more hygienic than what we expected it to be.
Okay. Okay, how you find nanny's confinement food? Okay, for your wife and for yourself, normal dishes. Yeah.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, is that judging from my size itself, I think that is a good plus point for her. She's able to feed me very well, too well.
Okay.
I think is that moving forward, I would like to call her mother as well.
Okay.
I think I've regarded her as a part of the family because she's able to cook very well.
Okay.
I think that I can't find fault in the food, in fact.
How you find nanny's attitude?
Very positive. I think very patient. Was able to understand and anticipate our needs very carefully without any prompting. In truth, I think that was a plus point for her, because many of the times we were not sure what to do, but she was able to look at the baby's behavior. Of course, from what I understand, different babies have different behavior. She was able to spot this, and she was able to anticipate this and cater to the baby's needs. For example, like the need to be able to feed. Right after breastfeeding itself, the baby still needs to be fed by bottle. Previously itself, after breastfeeding, the baby was still agitated, but the nanny was able to look at this pattern and then be able to prepare a bottle of milk by the warmer itself, and she was able to stand by this milk after the breastfeeding was done. So that actually helped to prevent the baby from being irritated. So I think that was actually a good point.
Okay, what would you share to other parents to be about this experience with GPRS confinement nanny?
I think overall itself, we definitely could not have done it, or even went through these past weeks without having a nanny itself. I think especially the late nights, where you definitely need to have someone that's really experienced to be able to coax the baby to sleep. I think she was able to do a job. I think especially for those times when the mother is still recuperating after the operation, because my wife actually went through cesarean, she needed the time to be able to rest. So the first 2 weeks was critical for her. So the nanny was able to compensate for that. She was able to look after the baby within these 2 weeks and allow the mother to rest. So I think it was important for a nanny to be here.
Okay. Would you recommend other parents to be to GPRS confinement nanny?
Oh, definitely. I mean, this is not a script, but really is that I think it's important that every mum should be able to have her own nanny to at least be able to cope with the first few weeks of the confinement. I think that's very important. I think the first few weeks is very important for the mother, because that's the resting and recuperation period. Definitely you need somebody experienced in the area.
Okay, thank you very much for the feedback. Okay, thank you for your support. Okay. Anyway, I'm Gilbert from GPRS. Thank you. Okay, this baby. What's the baby's name?
Keisha.
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 Keisha. Very nice complexion.
Bird's nest.
But okay.